Okay, good morning racing fans. Welcome back to the channel, proudly sponsored by betting.co.uk. So the Royal Meeting has arrived. You've got 5 days of seriously good group action to get stuck into, and I'm just going to come back every morning to bring you a couple of my best bets for each day. If you haven't seen so already, I have put up a Lucky 15 over on betting.co.uk, who have also provided us with a sign-up offer from Ladbrokes, where if you bet £5, you can get £20 in free bets as a new customer. And I'll pop both links in the description below. But we're going to get straight on to the action, and I'm going to start by taking a look at the opening race. I think it's the right place to start, where we have the Queen Anne Stakes, the Group 1 over a mile, and it's definitely significant that we've got good to firm ground for this year's contest. Audience and Sharon obviously finished 1-2 in the Lock-in Stakes a few weeks ago, and they set a fair standard for the British runners here, but I just think they're a little bit vulnerable due to their running style. I'm not totally sure that this race is going to suit them, and I think they're quite closely matched on figures too, so I just want to take both of those runners on, especially when they're going to be trying to win this race from the front. For me, that actually leaves them a little bit vulnerable. Their running style isn't something that I would like to see in a Queen Anne. They're going to go hard from the get-go, try and make that last all the way to the mile line. But I just think that leaves them vulnerable to a couple of faster finishers. Witch Hunter is actually a horse that finished third that day in the lock-in and will definitely appreciate a fast pace to run at. But again, has he got the class to win a Group 1? I'm not totally convinced that he does. Big Rock sets the standard though. He's rated 127. He's £7 clear of his nearest rival. But to me, he definitely acts better on a softer surface. I know he finished 3 lengths behind Ace Impact on good ground, but he just seems to act better on soft ground. He looks more comfortable. And again, he could just be a little bit vulnerable here, despite being likely to receive support, being the best horse in the race when conditions suit. The one I'm going to come down on here, though, is the Group 1 French runner called Factor Cheval, who stepped up to Group 1 company, has now had 5 starts in Group 1 company and progressed nicely through every single attempt. His best effort to date was his latest run in Meydan, where he won over an extra furlong further. The drop back to a mile is going to be no problem for him. And again, with Audience and Sharon going off at speed of light straight away early on this race, this could set up really well for Factor Cheval. He does his best work at the end of his race. He was cruising at the mile pole last time out at Meydan. The drop back to a mile is going to be no issue for him whatsoever. So for me, I think Factor Cheval, by process of elimination, wins the Queen Anne Stakes this year. Then we'll go on and take a look at the St. James Palace Stakes at 4:25, the good to firm race over 1 mile. And we get to see the clash of the English Guineas 1-2, Notable Speech and Rosalien. Now, Rosalien went on and won the Irish 2000 Guineas next time out, so could strip fitter for that. And I actually think he is the one to side with here. I know Notable Speech put him away at Newmarket, but he was a bit of a drifter on the day and may well have just benefited from coming off the fast pace. Now, I don't think it's going to be a similar sort of race this time out. I think he's going to need to be much more prominent this time. But I actually think that will give Rosalien a really good toe into this race. I think he's got a little bit more stamina than what we give him credit for. The way he won last time out to get Hartem late, I think it's going to bode quite well for him here. With a better angle and a better toe into this race, I think Rosalien can reverse the form. You got to remember as well, Notable Speech actually was running on the all-weather before he went on and won in the 2000 Guineas, which of course was a good performance, but could he do it off different tactics when it really matters? I do feel like it sort of fell into his hands at Newmarket, but here at Ascot, where Rosalien already has a win to his name, for me, makes him the one to side with at 3-1. Henry Longfellow may not be too far away, but he's a little bit unconvincing at this point in time. Rosalien, a horse I really do like. I think it's going to take some beating here. Then in the 5:40 at Royal Ascot, we've got the Wolferton Stakes, a listed race here. Again, deeply competitive, quite easy to make a case for a fair few of these runners. Torito being one for the John Gosden team. Now, he came off quite a long break to run well behind Liberty Lane at Newmarket last time out, and that actually gives him something quite nice to build on. He was purchased by Wathnam Racing, and you've got to take note of a few of their runners coming into this meeting. But the one to beat is surely Isra here, the other John Gosden runner from the Shadwell operation. And what I like about Isra is he's a Group 2 winner. So he's actually dropping in class a little bit to contest here. And he ran Passenger literally to a length and a half last time out in the Huxley Stakes. And that form to me is just huge. I don't think any other runners in here would have been able to get so close to Passenger. Now, we haven't actually seen Isra get his head in front for some time now, but to me, he's the best horse in the race. He acts on good to firm and heavy ground, so there's no track or worries regarding to conditions. And I think he's going to have at least a solid chance here. He's actually gone out to second favourite. To me, he should be the market leader here at 7-2. And I'm going to take my chance on Isra. So there's 3 selections to start off the day. Factor Cheval in the Queen Anne. We've got Rosalien in the St James Palace Stakes. And then Isra in the Wolferton. 3 selections to kick us off for day 1. And hopefully we can have a nice couple of winners to take some profit into the rest of the week. Thanks everyone for tuning in. As mentioned, I'll be back again tomorrow, so if you don't mind clicking that subscribe button under this video, it's free to do so. You will then get a notification when my bets go live, and you can come over and join us here on the channel. But good luck for today. Drop me a comment with your best bets, gamble responsibly, and enjoy the racing.